and welcome to another dose of virtual vitamin Z. This is DZS News for the week of April 4th, 2022. I'm your co-host, Stephen.
And I am your co-host, Crystal.
As we mentioned last week, Claire is down in Peru working with the DZS's Adopt a School program. And fingers crossed, we're hoping that she will be able to actually cut in live to share some updates from there. But we're going to go ahead and get started with Detroit Zoological Society updates. And to start, Crystal, it's Volunteer Appreciation Month.
Yes, it is. During this month, we are celebrating all of our wonderful volunteers here at Detroit Zoological Society. So we will have special activities and during one of the weeks, so they'll be able to stop in and pick up some treats. So if you are interested in learning a bit more about becoming a DZS volunteer, you can visit our website, DetroitZoo.org, and click on the volunteer tab. Today, I'd like to share a little bit about two of our volunteer positions, Myop Squad and Penguin volunteers. So our Myop Squad volunteers help out at the Australian Outback Adventure, and then our Penguin volunteers support the Polk Penguin Conservation Center. So you can always find our volunteers on campus in red shirts. They'll be glad to help you out.
Thanks, Crystal. Up next, actually, I'm hearing that we are going to be going to Claire down in Peru for some updates about the Adopt a School program. Claire, what is going on down there?
Thanks, Stephen and Crystal. Claire here reporting from the heart of the Amazon rainforest. I'm actually at the base of the giant ceiba tree today. We have just finished delivering school supplies to communities up and down the Amazon and Napo rivers here in Peru. This is to make sure that the young people in these rural, remote areas have access to the materials they need to go to school. We all know how important education is, and we want to make sure that everyone who wants access to education has that access. And the Adopt a School program makes that happen. So with a small but mighty group of volunteers, we spent the last week out here commuting up and down the Amazon and Napo rivers, and we will be doing the same this week, wrapping up some school supply deliveries, and then spending some time in the community of San Antonio de Marano, working with them and the children. We're going to do some science activities and learn alongside them. So I'll have more to report next week as I head back to the United States later in the week. But until then, great to see you guys. Hold down the fort at home.
Thanks so much, Claire. We are so glad to hear that things are going well and looking forward to hearing more about it when you come back. On that note, our feature story for the week is Citizen Science Month. So as you may know, citizen science is a very important component of the Detroit Zoological Society's educational initiatives, because we want to make sure that when we teach people about helping the environment, they're not just learning, but they're actually taking actions. And citizen science projects are a great way to do that. And so because this is Citizen Science Month, throughout the month, we're going to be featuring some different citizen science projects. And today I wanted to get started by sharing a resource called SciStarter.org. And if you go to SciStarter.org and then check out their featured projects, you can see they highlight some of their most popular projects or most interesting projects. There's also an opportunity to search for a project that is interesting to you, Project Finder. So Crystal, what are you interested in? What would you want to do as a citizen science project?
In my neighborhood, a lot of people want beautiful lawns. And so I want to look at ways to have a beautiful lawn that helps take care of the environment. So I'm interested in learning about bees.
Awesome. So what we could do there is search for bees, and then we could enter the location, Detroit, Michigan. And as it turns out, there are quite a few projects where we can learn about helping bees through citizen science. I personally love squirrels. And so I found a project called Project Squirrel, which I'll be sharing more about later on in the week.
Sounds great. What's up next, Stephen?
Next up, we have our virtual education program preview for the week. And as always, today, Monday, April 4th, is DZS News, episode 3.14, the 14th of 2022.
And then on Tuesday, we got Green Journey, Spring Painting.
Very exciting.
Also, our virtual habitat chat. We'll be looking at learning about the American bison. Thursday, April the 7th, is Amplifying Voices, where we'll look at World Autism Month. And Friday, April 8th, will be Humane Tips. And Stephen has said, we're going to talk about Project Squirrel.
It's very cool. You get to track the squirrels in your neighborhood and learn more about what they're up to. It's a very cool project.
Looking forward to hearing about that one.
So that's all we have for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. And Crystal, thank you so much for co-hosting. We hope that you all have a great week. And as always, stay healthy, Detroit.
Stay healthy, Detroit.